Welcome to LEARN PTE HUB. I'm Sidhu, and I'm here to help you ace your PTE exam. Whether you are just starting your PTE journey or looking to boost your score, you've come to the right place. On this channel, you'll find comprehensive lessons, expert tips, and practical strategies to master every section of the PTE exam. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's get started and conquer the PTE together.
In a 2007 study, for example, a group of neuroscientists had people learn the locations of a bunch of different objects while it smelled like roses, then made it smell like roses again while they were asleep. When they woke up, the subjects were better at remembering where the objects were compared to when they did the same task without any smells. The researchers proposed that when the subjects smelled roses while they slept, that boosted the memory consolidation process because their brains associated the smell with the memories of the object locations. Basically, the smell acted as a cue to their brains to reactivate those memories, strengthening the connections between the neurons that stored them. And stronger connections meant they had an easier time recalling the memories when they woke up. That 2007 study was small, but later studies that tested the idea found similar results.
But lowering your blood sugar after a meal is just about the only benefit of drinking apple cider vinegar. Research does suggest that acetic acid can slow down the accumulation of body fat and prevent metabolic disorders in mice and rats. But there's little evidence that it has the same effect on humans. In one weight loss experiment, 30 volunteers drank 2 tablespoons of either apple cider vinegar, malt vinegar, or a placebo drink twice a day for 2 months straight, and none of them lost weight. In an older study with a similar design, participants did lose weight, but only about 1/3 of a pound each week, which McDonald's says isn't much. But if not for weight loss, what about using cider vinegar to whiten your teeth?
I caution people against that.
That's because cider vinegar is an acid. In fact, most brands have a pH between 2 and 3, which is similar to stomach acid. So swishing it around in your mouth can over time wear down the enamel around your teeth, leaving them feeling rough to the touch and more susceptible to cavities and decay.
How do we know that there are other subjects in the world? And how do we know ourselves as selves? Sartre thinks that in order to answer these two questions, we need to think about the way that others structure our experiences through the scene that he calls the look. So imagine you are in a park and you're alone and you're walking along, you're seeing grass, you're seeing benches, etc. And then suddenly you see another person walking. Now for Sartre, that other person is fundamentally different from the other things that you have encountered so far in the park. They're different from the grass, the benches, the trees, because they appear to you as a center of their own experience. Sartre says, in seeing the other person, I feel the world stolen away from me. It's almost as if there is a sinkhole of being. Because as much as I like to think of myself as the organizing center of the world, as it turns out, there's somebody else who is the center of their own world. And this, he thinks, is a fundamentally threatening experience. So our first encounters with others for Sartre are fundamentally the site of conflict. It's not a warm, fuzzy feeling of being together.
We make our countertops with quartz, our clothes with cotton, our windows with glass, and our streets with asphalt because water can't dissolve these materials. They're made mostly of molecules with no charged parts. It would be silly to build, say, windows out of something that can dissolve in water, like sugar, unless you're going to eat them. And lots of the substances that water does dissolve, like washable markers, are things we've engineered so that they can be washed away. We've also engineered versions that aren't dissolvable in water for when we don't want them to be washed away. By making sure water dissolves what we want it to, and only what we want it to, we've been able to adapt our lives to a world in which water dissolves so much stuff. We humans also literally adapted to a world in which water dissolves so much stuff. The outer layer of our skin is built in a way that makes it uncharged, and therefore undissolvable. And the membrane surrounding each of the cells inside us has a similar undissolvable layer. The only reason we humans exist at all on this watery planet, or that trees, fish, bacteria, or anything else exists, is that we evolved barriers that could keep water from dissolving us into goo. Any life forms that didn't were simply dead in the water.
People want to work at places that give them free food and swag, and it's a prestigious organization where I have a prestigious title, where I can make a best friend at work. The things that we are told over and over again go into making a good work culture. In reality, those are some of the least prioritized things for the majority of workers in America today. To the extent that leadership of companies are under these illusions, they will continue to incentivize and design environments that are no longer a very good fit to the true trade-off priorities of the workforce. What people want is work to be a positive part of the rest of their life. They want to be trusted to be able to make decisions about how they do their work, and they are expecting more meaning and purpose in their work. The thing that will hold us back from a good life rather than just working to work are these illusions that keep pulling us back to conformity to something for which the group no longer actually values. We all don't have to quit our job and go somewhere else to find fulfillment, that it is closer than we think. And a lot of it is just subtle changes, particularly around giving more control to employees, trusting them more, listening to the things they care about.
If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more PTE-related content. Don't forget to leave a comment below letting you know what you think, or if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. I will meet you soon at our next video.